Hi friends, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I have a special book that I wanted to read to you that was given to my son when he was born, but technically to me. And it reminds me of the 3 times that I became a mom when my sons were born. So it's actually about a baby being born. And I really like it also because the illustrations are really realistic. Especially when babies are first born, sometimes they don't look super cute. They've been kind of squished up and they're all wrinkly for a while. They're beautiful, but sometimes they don't look like they do a few days later. We'll say that. So this book is called Happy Birthday. Isn't this great? I'll never forget the moment you were born. Out pushed your head with wet and shiny hair. Then the rest of your wet, slippery body slid out and the doctor caught you with both hands. Suddenly, there you were, a whole new person, our baby. We saw all of you from head to toe and we loved you the moment we saw you. You let out a loud cry, about as loud as a coyote howling at the moon. It was hard to believe that someone so tiny and new in the world could cry so loud, but you did. Your cry filled your lungs with air and you took your very first breath. Even though you were only a few seconds old, you were breathing on your own. You and I were still attached by a long twisty cord. For the 9 months before you were born, food and air traveled from my body to yours through the cord. Now you didn't need the cord anymore. So the doctor quickly put a clamp on it and snipped it. Thank goodness neither you nor I could feel the snip. It didn't hurt at all. I reached for you and the doctor laid you in my arms. I was so happy to finally hold you. Your breath on my cheek felt as warm as toast, and your skin against mine felt as soft as wrinkled velvet. Daddy kissed the top of your head, and I kissed your cheek. Then the nurse quickly covered you with a blanket and slipped a hat on your head to keep you warm and dry. Your eyes opened slowly, and you gazed at me for a long time. Moments later, the doctor took a good look at you and told us how healthy and how beautiful you were. The nurse put bracelets with our family name around your ankles so that everyone would know you were our baby. Then she quickly weighed and measured you and sponged you off and dried you and then wrapped you up again. And you stayed wide awake the whole time. Daddy scooped you up like a football and held you tight. You looked so cozy and peaceful, all bundled up in Daddy's arms. Your thumb slid into your mouth and you sucked on it. And soon your eyes began to close. Being born must have been very hard work. Seeing light, hearing new sounds, feeling air on your skin, and just being brand new in the world. No wonder that you were tired. While you slept, our best friends walked in with a furry stuffed bear for you. Your great aunt wheeled in a bright red tricycle. Your cousin brought you a drawing of her dog, and your uncle couldn't stop snapping pictures of you. Everyone was so happy and excited to finally meet you. You began to whimper, and suddenly you were awake. I picked you up, and you snuggled onto my shoulder. But then your lips began to quiver, and you opened your mouth and cried. I thought you might never stop. But as I gently stroked your cheek, you took a big, deep breath and stopped. Then you squiggled up your nose and began to nurse. You made such sweet, smacking sounds. Daddy said you sounded like a baby goat. After you nursed, I held you over my shoulder and rubbed your back, and you burped. It was a loud one. Soon after that, you peed and you pooped. Daddy changed your diaper, and you sneezed twice, and then you began to hiccup. All that noise made us laugh. We were amazed that someone so little could make so many noises and do so many things at once. Finally, you yawned and fell asleep again, and it was so quiet. That evening, Grandma and Grandpa came to meet you. They talked to you about all the splendid things you and they would do together. Go to the movies, eat ice cream, make snow angels, paint pictures, bake cookies, catch fish, build sandcastles, ride bikes, and fly kites. Even though you were less than 1 day old, they already loved talking to you. Late that evening, Daddy counted all your fingers and all your toes just for fun. And then he slipped his big hand around your little hand, and you grabbed his finger. You held on so tight. That's when we found out how strong you were. Soon Daddy fell fast asleep, and you fell fast asleep too, still holding onto Daddy's finger. I looked at you snuggled in between Daddy and me and kissed you both goodnight. You were only a day old, but you didn't seem so new anymore. I felt as if I had known you forever. Happy birthday, I whispered to you, and you soon fell asleep. The end. Isn't that sweet? Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Miss you.